Hi everyone, this is Unit 2, Week 3, Lesson 4 of the Middle School ENL Standalone curriculum. Let's get into it. All right, so for this lesson, some tech considerations to keep in mind. We will go through together the opening do now routine and address some possible responses. We will also introduce the before reading think aloud. Teachers, there's a variety of ways you could address this in your own class. You could turn this presentation into a Nearpod and add a collaborative board so students can share their responses. You can also use a Padlet for students to share collaborative responses. You may also choose to use a shared Google Doc or Google Slide, or you may just choose to have students share verbally. In any case, have a place that students can write or an expectation for what they can expect during the before reading think aloud. Students will then get started on reading the full text, so combining the previous days of this week, doing a closed summary of the text, and the closing and connecting questions. So the connect to the text is definitely a must for students to review, and then any other questions of your choice. And those are on the last slide of the student-facing work. The text is available as a PDF linked in the presentation, and you can use tools like Kami, Markup, or other PDF marking tools for students to annotate. The document version is also available along with the audio file on TeachHub in the lesson folder. You can definitely add extra slides before assigning to students if you would like them to do all of their writing within the slide, as well as a Google document that maybe goes along with the lesson, but the choice is yours. You can also see the notes for teachers at the bottom and the speaker's notes for all of these lessons. All right, let's start our lesson together. So this is day 4 of week 3, the Gumpert's family. So the essential question, how do families contribute to a community? How do families contribute to a community? So we really want to think about that question today of how this family is contributing to their community. We will look at the text that covers the Gumpert's family. It's an informational text. Let's read our lesson objectives. Can I get a volunteer to read our lesson objectives nice and loud, please? Awesome. To participate in collaboration and revision with peers, to identify supporting details and ideas and analyze how they contribute to the central ideas of a text. So the first thing we're going to do together is a see, think, wonder. So let's look at this image here. So we can look at the title of the image down here that says the Gumpert's family, 1870s to current, and look at all of the pictures here. So what do you see? What do you think? What do you wonder? What do you see? What do you think? What do you wonder? Students, go ahead and pause the video now and complete these questions wherever your teacher would like you to. All right, let's go over some answers. So let's look at these pictures again. So we see a lot of people here. Some of them have 2 people, some of them have 1 person, some of them are in color, some of them are in black and white or in sepia. This brown sort of tint is called sepia. So what do you see? I saw people from different times. So it looks like this is a much newer photo than this one. What do you think? I think these people all look pretty happy. So I think these people all look happy. They're smiling here. What do you wonder? I wonder if they are all related. I had this wondering, and then I looked down here at the caption of the photo and saw that all of these people are probably from the same family, but we'll look at that more in the reading. All right, before we get into the reading, let's think back to our last lessons and texts so far. What are 2 details that you can recall about the Gumpertz family's immigration experience and new life in New York City? Take a moment to think about that. So what are 2 details you remember? Pause the video and go ahead and jot this down or write this down where your teacher would like you to, or share with your classmates. All right. So we can look at the sentences that we saw our classmates post. And we can also look at our own sentence and add corrections or more details based on what we read from our classmates. So you are going to take a moment to review and revise. So review, you're going to look at the other sentences that your classmates posted, and revise. You're going to edit your own sentence based on what you saw. So take a second to do that. Pause the video now. All right, so we have something really exciting today. Today we're going to read the entire story of the Gumpertz family to identify the key details and analyze how they contribute to the central ideas of the text. So, I know it might sound really challenging to read the entire text, but let's remember we've read almost all of these parts before, and I know that we can do it. There is a full recording here, and the text right here. After you've read, you'll look at some of these discussion questions and really think about this one especially. How do the Gumpertzes contribute to the community? So that's thinking back to our essential question. How do we contribute to a community? So let's think about how the Gumpertz contributed to their community. All right, teachers, students, let's go ahead and start reading together.